Amazing Man, Will Everett, is one of DC's oft forgotten characters. He's a retroactive Golden Age character. He's retroactive because, well, due to racism, there were no black superheroes in the 50s or 40s, during the Golden Age of comics. And so in this story, All Star Squadron, which was written in the 80s, they created one to go along with all these other characters that are forgotten Golden Age characters from the 40s and 50s. Will Everett was an Olympic athlete that was right there with Jesse Owens during the Olympics. Uh, of course, this is sort of like historical fiction. We're inserting superheroes into American history until, of course, we're not, and it's completely 100% superhero antics. So you have Will Everett getting powers after being kidnapped by the Ultra Humanite, and because he's so disillusioned with America due to rampant racism, he is obliged to go along with her plan, or his. Ultra Humanite's a complicated character in some ways. Amazing Man's newfound superpowers allow him to be able to turn into whatever he touches. So if he touches metal, he can become a man made of metal. He's also able to pass through walls by turning into the wall. Now, he kind of stays in anti-hero territory until he gets this story, where he fights the villain, the Real American, during the Detroit race riots. Once again, it's sort of like a historical fiction that inserts superheroes into actual historical events. It's after this story that he's invited to join the All Star Squadron. Now, his superpowers skipped a generation, and so some of his grandsons ended up getting his powers. You have Will Everett III, who appeared in the 90s in Extreme Justice. He was able to also absorb energy and be able to just blast it out of him, and it also made him have super strength. He would become unalived later on in the 90s, and that leads to the creation of Marcus Clay, another grandson of the original Will Everett. So he's more of an activist, much more of an activist than Will Everett III was. You can see him here stopping a criminal, turning into metal, to stop a bullet. But they also use this time to give the original Amazing Man even more of a backstory, where you can see that he got super involved into civil rights and was a big player in the whole movement. Once again, kind of playing historical fiction here. I think it's a great addition to the character. I would love to see more about that if someone ever wanted to tackle it, but it hasn't been done. I would love to see more of Amazing Man. I think he's a character with untapped potential.